You know, Peter, we were talking yesterday, wir haben gestern darüber gesprochen, über what mouthpieces are like when you put a manchetta that even goes over the receiver, like this. This is actually a La Tromba. I call them an adapter ring. It's difficult to have these made because it's difficult for the mouthpiece maker to make them. And so I don't have really very many of them left. This is, but this is hollow, you see. This is very light.
Ja, ja.
Von der Masse. It's not about the Masse.
Ja.
Viele Leute wollen das nicht kapieren. Aber let me just ask you, do you hear a difference if I play this mouthpiece or this other mouthpiece? See, this is a mouthpiece, the same mouthpiece, basically.
Okay.
Same bore, same Masse, alles.
Ja.
But this is the Unterschied is the difference is just the mass of this adapter ring. No, it's the mass of the adapter ring. So if you hold that for a second.
Ja.
First of all, this without the adapter ring, then with the adapter ring. For the people that don't know about piccolo and high C, that high F is like a high G on a B-flat trumpet. This is wie ein hoch G of a standard B-flat trumpet. So now this is with the light adaptering. And you hear a difference?
Ja.
Was ist der Unterschied?
Ja, das ist nicht ganz so extrem wie hier.
Yeah, this is better here. Ich glaube, the full metal is better. Full metal jacket here. Full metal jacket. From it's a film with Stanley Kubrick. What's interesting is not only the sound, but also the feeling when you're playing it. Das, der Rückstoß, beziehungsweise die Resonanz, das man erfährt. Also das Spielgefühl.
Ja, das spürst du, ja.
Ja, und mehr als das, man fühlt sich sicherer. Das ist es stabiler. Es ist mehr so der Unterschied zwischen so ein schwubbeliger Cadillac oder ein Mercedes, der richtig, oder BMW, du fährst gerne BMW, so richtig so mit Rennfahrwerk, ja?
Ja.
Now, I haven't played this piccolo trumpet very much in high C like this, but I thought might be an interesting thing because if you look at my logo, I use this instrument as for my logo, La Tromba, and use it as a logo. So it's really a Schilke trumpet that I'm using as the logo for La Tromba. But I have a great deal of respect for Mr. Reinhold Schilke, who actually he sorted out some things. I went through his fabric in Chicago in 1976 on the way to Philadelphia to study there. And this is my 4-valve La Tromba piccolo. I don't have a Schilke 4-valve anymore. I think this is actually better. It has a trigger here, plays in B flat, A, and G. I think I showed this in another YouTube. But again, it's a question here, and I just wanted to make that point to Peter also. Peter, if I take, for example, other mouthpieces, if you could just hold this and hold that, you can see that, I think this might be even a little flatter cup. No, it just has a longer sail. So this is a lightweight, and this is a middleweight. You can see that there's a difference in the mass of the mouthpiece around the Seele von dem Mundstück. That's where it's really important. Right where it comes out of the cup, here. Die Masse muss da sein. Das ist wichtig. And here the Überblende, okay. So let me just play this.
Da ist auch die Bohrung drin. Die Sechskantbohrung da.
Hat es? Oh yeah, I think I put that in there, yeah. I think that's Gummimambo.
Kannst du
Gummimambo?
da mal einen Unterschied spielen mit der 2? Ob man das hört?
Sofort. You hear the difference in the Masse here?
Ja, ja.
Wie würdest du das beschreiben? How would you describe it? The
Ja,
difference?
das ist nicht so direkt wie das.
Yeah,
die
this is
Masse.
director. Yeah.
Ja, ja.
He says sometimes sharper, but I think what he means is like when you focus a camera, the picture's sharper, clearer,
Ja, ja.
klarer.
Ja, ja,
the
klarer,
the Klang
klarer.
is klarer. It's because less sound is dissipating sideways. More energy is coming to the bell and it's projecting out of the bell. That's the way I see it. Because in a church, it makes a big difference when you're playing in a church. You need to put a little bit of oil on this valve, but I'll do that in break. Anyway. Okay, now this is the lighter version, but I think I had changed also something here. So it has a little bit longer, more cylindrical Rückbohrung. Also the Seele is länger. So it says on here LS, lange Seele. Klingt ganz anders, oder?
Das klingt ganz anders. Das ist schärfer.
Ja,
Das ist schärfer.
ganz anders. Und vor allem, ja, aber der Kessel ist ein bisschen flacher.
Ja,
Ich glaube,
das kann natürlich sein.
Ich glaube,
Sag ich mal.
das ist der Unterschied hier. I think the cup is a little bit flatter. Maybe I have another one. Here's one that doesn't have such a flat cup. You see, the mass of the mouthpiece is one thing, but also the depth of the cup. Your finger here, Ryan? Welche ist flacher?
Die da.
Yeah, okay. So here's a standard cup. And a standard backbore,
Was hat das für Bohrung?
4-1 oder so.
Nein,
Nein, kein Stern.
Rund,
Genau,
ja.
ganz einfach. So, die Steigerung, das und jetzt eine Mittelstärke. Yeah, and now the full. Now, how would you describe it? Wie
das
würdest du-
ist schärfer. Das ist schärfer.
klarer.
Ja,
Also
klarer.
umso weniger Mass, umso weniger klar.
Ja, ja.
Oder?
Ja, ja, ja.
The less mass of the mouthpiece, especially around the cup at where the throat of the mouthpiece is, the more diffuse the sound is. It goes more sideways. Es ist wichtig, wenn man sitzt zum Beispiel in einen Satz von Trompetern, dass man auch ein bisschen was seitlich hören kann. Weil sonst können die Leute nicht miteinander spielen. Das
Ja,
ist
bedingt halt, ne?
Ja, es bedingt, ja. Es kommt drauf an. In a big band, for example, I never showed this before, but in this mouthpiece here that I had made, this is the first heavy mouthpiece that I had made for this trumpet. This is a 1940 Con. You cleaned this up too. Look at what beautiful work this. Look, no dents and anything, no scratches. When Peter does something, it always looks great. Thanks, Peter. So, but here's the two different versions of this mouthpiece. This mouthpiece has an extra fest angelötete manchette that goes over like that. I wanted to have it designed the same as the valves here. Sort of like, you see them. Siehst du den Mundstück? Also ähnlich so wie die Kappen und so.
Ja.
So.
Toll, ja.
Yeah, but das hier is the Mundstück without it. And you can see how that, I mean, it's very, very well done. Roland Clear did that for me. Roland. Now he's, I think Roland must be about 86, 87, yeah.
Aber das ist gut gemacht da mit den.
Okay, now this mouthpiece is something really special because I had it made just for lead for a big band. It's not only like this outside, but I made a bore 5.4 bore. 5.4. Normalerweise ein Mundstück hat so 3,9.
Ja, ja.
Meine Mundstücke haben 4,1, weil der Kessel so breit ist, ich kann das nicht vertragen.
Ja, ja.
Aber das ist hier so 4,1, das ist 5,4.
Zeig. Oh, lieber Gott.
Ja. Und man
Hat der
muss...
die Steinbohrung? Nein, ne?
Bitte?
Ist da Steinbohrung drin?
Nein, kein Stern.
Nein, ist nicht.
Aber das ist... aber...
So ein Ton.
So ein Ton von einer Trompete, das ist eigentlich
Ist sehr dünn, ja.
eigentlich dünn. Also
Schmal.
schmal, ja.
Zeigt eigentlich einen schmalen Ton, ne? Aber die Bohrung ist ja 12,7, oder?
Ist es?
11,7.
Ich weiß es nicht.
Doch.
Hast du gemessen? Well, you had it at your shop.
Ja, die haben das damals schon gemacht, 11,7.
Okay. Well, this is the Vorgänger for the Constellation. You see the Stutzen sind very, very similar to my, where's my Constellation cornet? Over there. It doesn't matter. Anyway, this is very typical. But these extra things like this is, and they had a lot of wonderful instruments like this with Indian heads and whatever. Fred Mills had a bunch of trumpets like this, but much more fancy. This is sehr schlicht, sehr schlicht. I like sometimes things that have there's just a very small engraving here. You see? C.G. Con Company, Elkhart, Indiana. But you see it has no kind of Umbuttelung, no rand. Anyway, so the idea, I played with the second German television and radio big band one time, Peter, and they had to move my microphone away from the other guys because there's just so much power here. It's just, and it was an interesting experience. Look how beautiful this was done. Heinz did this, you know, really, and it didn't have a first valve ring. I like a first valve ring too. It only had the third valve because most trumpet players that play jazz, they take a pistol grip. They do this kind of thing, you know. That's the way they hold the trumpet. But I like to move the slides to play in tune. If you play a melody and whatever. And I had this ring put in, but it had to be so that it doesn't go in that very far because the thumbs in, it's pretty difficult to get it just right and still have it look at these wonderful water keys. Recessed water keys. Did you see that? Huh? Wunderbar. Now the problem is because the bore is so big, a 5.4 hole, 5,4 Loch. Kannst mal sehen, ja.
Den Ohren ein Stück.
Ja, der
Größer wie den Ohren. Das ist
der Luft geht weg
größer.
wie verrückt. Der Luft geht weg und es ist schwer genug Widerstand zu
eine
haben.
Weidebohrung bei den Ohren ist schon mal 3,6, 3,7, ist schon weit.
Wirklich?
Ja.
Okay, well, anyway. Wichtig ist nur der Klang. So, when you come back to the next Man with the Horn, we'll be talking more about different instruments, bores or mouthpieces and whatever with my friend Peter Hartmann from Kist here in Germany close to Würzburg, an instrument maker. And he's the guy that's really been helping me a lot. I got a lot of beautiful trumpets, but you have to, take care of them. Have to be polished up and cleaned and whatever. And he's fantastic at that too. So, see you again with the Man with the Horns with Peter Hartmann here. Richard Carson Steuart, and have a great time until the next time. Bye.